Welcome everyone to Furnace Room Brewery. My name is Olga and I'm very excited today to give you a little bit of insight into our 4 most popular beers here at Furnace Room Brewery. They are also known as the Core 4 beers. And I'm going to run through some tasting notes with you and also give you a little bit of history of the names of each beer. So Beardmore Kolsch is our flagship. This is our most popular brand and it's named after a tannery in Acton. We like to pay tribute to local historic landmarks in Georgetown and surrounds. And it's really gained popularity as a Kolsch style lagered ale because of its light, fresh and easy drinking properties. So the IBU is 8, the SRM is 4, and the alcohol percentage is 4.5, and it's a beautiful, fruity, well-balanced beer with pleasant and refreshing finish on the palate. So just going to show you the color as well. This is the first beer we rolled out in the LCBOs, so that's where you'll be able to find it across Ontario. You can see it's a beautiful light color and very refreshing indeed. It's also the beer that I think opens up the world of craft to our clients, and women in general who don't like beer are very fond of Beardmore, and they've become enthusiastic craft beer drinkers because of this beautiful beer. So the Beardmore Kolsch, again our most popular beer and highly recommended. Beardmore Kolsch. George Beardmore had a high vision for a small tannery he purchased in Acton, Ontario in 1856. By 1899, the tannery had grown to an impressive 1 million square feet. The iconic Beardmore and Company water tower stood high above the many buildings that covered the 160-acre site. At its peak, it was the largest tannery in the entire British Empire. We are sure many workers at the tannery enjoyed a cool, refreshing beer after their long workday. If only it was our Beardmore Kolsch. Chicken Man is our pale ale and very popular as well. It's got a gorgeous brand. It's named after a local resident in Georgetown known as the Chicken Man, and he was a real life legend who paddled around with a chicken on the back of his bicycle. So this beer pays tribute to him. It's flavorful and dry, made with medley of 3 different hops for a punch of citrus. Here the IBU is 30, SRM 4, and the alcohol percentage is 5.4. I'm just going to quickly read you the story about Chicken Man. Like I've said, each of our Core 4 beers, or actually every beer of Furnace Room Brewery, has got a specific concept and a specific name, and in this case, Chicken Man, the story at the back reads as follows. Pedaling his bike around town with his trusty chicken aboard, the Chicken Man, as he was known, has become iconic to the residents of Georgetown. Although his identity is uncertain and his whereabouts unknown, his legend lives on. Make a trip down to Georgetown and ask the locals to tell the tales of how they remember him, or simply enjoy our pale ale in his honor. Again, this beer is also available in the LCBO, so be sure to notice it on the shelf. This green color really pops, and you won't miss this can. Cheers everybody. Absolutely gorgeous, and I quickly personally became very, very fond of the pale ale myself. So for the hoppier lovers out there, highly recommended too. So again, we created these core 4 beers to show our creativity and our diversity in Furnace Room, and we wanted to create a drinkable core 4 to appeal to most of the craft beer lovers out there. Next one up is our red ale called Wright House. Again, it pays tribute to a landmark in Georgetown. Here the IBU is 12, SRM 10, and the alcohol percentage is 4.7. It's a smooth malt-scented ale with a hint of caramel. Gorgeous color, this one. You can see the red. Beautiful beer to have all year around, but it's times. More to the sweeter side. Really beautiful as well. Our Wright House Red Ale. Moving on to our Wright House Red Ale. The Wright House was a Georgetown landmark from 1913 to 2003. Warm meals and many a refreshing beer welcomed train travelers and locals alike. It was a well-known fact that you did not mess with Mr. Wright. Local legend has it that he once removed 6 unruly patrons single-handedly. With our red ale, we strive to pay the same respect to the Wright House as it's earned from the community back in the day. Last but not least, Dynamo. This was actually, interesting story, was the first beer that was tasted when all of the partners came together to create Furnace Room Brewery. As you know, it started in a basement. The original brewer of Furnace Room Brewery started experimenting in his basement, and the cream lager was the first beer that was tasted by the rest of the partners, and it's just an all-round beautiful beer. It's known as the craft drinker's beer, a cream lager, and normally a balanced and smooth lager with the body and flavor of an ale, but easy drinking as a lager. So our cream lager is really a brilliant beer. Again, the IBU here 10, SRM 5, and the alcohol percentage is 5.1. Also gorgeous, rich color, just an all-round, full-bodied, beautiful beer. Again, you can see a little bit lighter in color than the red ale. Absolutely gorgeous. Dynamo Cream Lager. In 1888, founder J.P. Barber built the first electrical power station in Georgetown, Ontario, the first of its kind in North America. By damming the Credit River, he created a waterfall to power the turbines that ran the dynamo. Remnants of the dynamo and the dam are still visible today. Our Dynamo Cream Lager is also the first of its kind in Georgetown and has been referred to as the craft drinker's beer. The core 4 beers, available all year round at Furnace Room Brewery. Slowly but surely rolling out these brands into the LCBO as well, but highly recommended. They make excellent gift packs as well if you want to get a couple of diverse beers. We hope to welcome you in Furnace Room to experience our great, extraordinary beers. So next up I want to showcase the Coyote Lookout Dark Lager. It's actually a German Swatch beer. It was initially a one-off beer, and it was so popular that it became a seasonal beer. So it's backed by popular demand, and we bring out this beauty every winter when the weather gets a little bit colder. And it's a dark lager with complexity you would normally find in a dark beer, but it maintains a light mouthful expected from a lager. Notes of dark chocolate and cacao with subtle hints of coffee. It's a malt-forward, mildly hopped beer. It's actually, in essence, a great all-year-round crowd pleaser. So, the Coyote, a beautiful dark beer, rich in color. So, Furnace Room would bring out different styles of beer every 6 weeks, and then depending on how well it's received with our customers, then we make it part of our portfolio. And this is exactly what happened with the Coyote. So I want to read you the Coyote Lookout, which is our dark lager. A constant that has remained since George Kennedy settled in the area in 1821 is the haunting howl of the coyote at night. Many of these mystical creatures have been spotted in and around Halton Hills, including a grey wolf in a Georgetown's farmer's field and 2 more sightings in Hungry Hollow. The experience of our dark Swatch beer is equally as enchanting and fits in any size, glass, growler or howler. Cheers to the Coyote. And the same with Fountain Green. Fountain Green is a New England IPA, so a New England Indian Pale Ale. It's got tropical fruit flavors with a massive dose of Mosaic and Australian Galaxy hops. So if you are into hoppy beers, this is highly recommended. Beautiful and crisp. A heavier dry hopping adds to the flavor intensity while keeping it less bitter than a typical IPA. So again, it's got beautiful tropical and citrus flavor. The IBU here is 40, the SRM is 5, and the alcohol content slightly stronger at 6.1%. This again was also initially a one-off beer and then became a seasonal beer. It's one that we bring out every summer, and it also pays tribute to a beautiful landmark just outside Georgetown by the name of Fountain Green, which is also known as Limehouse. And I'm just going to read you the story here at the back. Nestled in the rocky hills of the Niagara Escarpment along the Black Creek lies a tiny settlement once called Fountain Green. Known for its rich lime industry, the village was renamed Limehouse in the mid-1800s. Today, the natural landscape in and around the area is spectacular, a hidden paradise. Our New England IPA is a fitting tribute with its citrus hop and a taste referred to by many as paradise hidden in a can. So there's a beautiful hiking trail down by Fountain Green, and this is a very, very well-known landmark there, this beautiful old stone bridge. And this can design, actual artwork was done by a South African artist called Ingrid Nuss, and she did an oil painting of this, which we then digitalized for the can. So again, for the IPA lovers out there, highly recommended. A beautiful New England IPA, and also soon to be rolled out into the LCBOs. Thanks for joining us, and hope to see you soon at Furnace Room Brewery.